What's good, y'all? It's katana-ace here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be continuing playing Doki Literature Club. Now, last episode we were hanging out with Natsuki, and something's happening to Shiori. I don't know what it is. This game is not suitable for children or for those who are easily disturbed. Load game. Which one's the newest one? This one, I'm assuming. Alright. It's the day of the festival. Oh yeah, I promised Shiori that we're going to the festival, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. I'm gonna just continue on with the story. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Shiori. Oh yeah, that's it. But Shiori isn't answering her phone. Why? I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. What? Funnily enough, I should probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Shiori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Ace! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here right now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the ones that she prepared that have all the poems you're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Shiori with you. Yeah, she overstepped again. That dummy. You think that on days like this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Shiori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Ace. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Yesterday? How do you know about that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. Who told you this? But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Shiori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Is the music even on? The music... Huh? Why is there no music? The fuck? Bro, the music volume is on! And what's called the desktop audio is playing right now, but I don't know. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Shiori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, get out of my head. What the fuck? Get out of my head. Get out of my head! Get out. Get out! Of my head. Get out of my head before I know. I do what? Before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. She? Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But our poem's never actually finished. It just stops moving. Nah. Shiori is just not okay. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Ace? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to stick too long, okay? Quickly use the... I need to save, bro. I'm gonna pause the recording right now because, you know, I had to take a break a little bit. Alright. I quickly leave the classroom as fast as fucking possible like Wally West. I go the million times the speed of light. I did not do all that, man. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls Dad out after me. I quicken my pace. I go a billion times faster now. My lying ass. What was I even thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. But even the simple gesture of waking her to school makes me really happy. It makes her really happy. Whoops. Besides, I told you yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. Why is there no music? Like, genuinely. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Is she okay? I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the fuck? No. The game is glitching. No. No! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Why is this eerie ass music, bro? Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so fucking helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make it feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and made friends with her like it has always been, I could have prevented this. I'm gonna load game. It won't let me load the file. Characters Sayori.chr, the file is missing or corrupt. No way! Starting a new game? Oh my god! The text is so glitchy! I see an annoying girl. My saves have been fucking deleted. No! You've got to be fisting me right now, man. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance. Do we just really start over all over again? In the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children, but her name is fucking corrupted. You know that kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? You used to walk to school together on days like this? Bro, I don't want to hear that, none of that fucking happy-go-lucky ass music, bro. She would always sleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of her waiting up. But she's going to chase me after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I don't want to let Sayori catch up to me. Oh my god! The game is... Gotta turn down the volume, the music a little bit. Nah, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Why the fuck are you lying, bitch? Why are you lying? I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. The school days is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. They aren't really that interest me. Where's... Bro. They shouldn't have done Sayori like that. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for... to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Ace? No. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league, so having her smiling at me genuinely feels a little... What are you coming here for anyway? I was just looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there are any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Why is it glitching? Bro, what was wrong with the game? A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing that there are only... 3? Where's the 4th one, huh? Where's the fucking 4th one? It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Ace. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you can, at the very least, visit my club, it will make me feel really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess you could check it out. Ah, awesome! Really sweet, Ace, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta stop with this fucking bullshit, man. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the fucking atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Ace. All words escape me in this situation. I would too if Yuri started glitching or something. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Wasn't there some other vice president? Huh? Tell me, Monica, tell me. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So we ran into Ace in the classroom and he decided to check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, did I not tell you to let me know in advance before you buy anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Ace? Bro, I'm getting chills. Not the good kind. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Making school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow into this club before we graduate, right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this room? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get too intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Ace, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking enough to seeing Yuri smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is admission to me. And telling a good story in such a fun world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological events usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just barely grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with The Rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Huh? Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horrors are often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? There was a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's time for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. What you want? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Well, but, you know, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, don't worry about it. I need to do my best to nurture the club, as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Ace? Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we mentioned the most important topic, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I was never made any decision. I still brought the clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I had to tell you the truth, Ace. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If you don't find one more before the festival... Siri. I'm defenseless against these girls. How can Siri join a club when she's fucking hanged herself? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision? I don't know what you should say. When it's like this, I will feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Ace? Yeah, it could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Ace, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over to me once more. Ace, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. While I'll be really happy spending every day after school in the literature club, perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's challenged with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. Asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks. Gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. Keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. There's something off about this. She's fucking missing too? Huh. Should I... No, man. I'm trying to impress more. Alright, I impressed Natsuki the most last time. I gotta do Yuri now. Intellectual. Disoriented. No. Damn it. Excitement. Judgment. Extreme? Yeah. Tragedy. Disaster. Graveyard. Marshmallow Ocean Breathe. Eternity. Entropy. Unrequited. Nightgown. Oops. Embrace. Misfortune. This world shall know pain. Oh my lord. Climax. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do the last two ones on Natsuki. I did the most on Yuri, so that's going to be okay. I did like 5 on Yuri, Natsuki. I got an ace. Oh my lord. Glad to see you didn't run away on this. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck? Bro. What is wrong with this game, bruh? Thanks for keeping your promise, Ace. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature while you're not accustomed to it. Bro! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come here, just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read, bro! Bro, Monica, get the fuck out of the way, man! Natsuki, Erden T, have a big mouth for someone who gives her manga section room. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who gives your manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Ace. I'll make sure to put your comfort at first, okay? Natsuki shoots Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Hey, why is I just noticed, why is the pitch of the music, like, so high back then? Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. I don't know. Am I tripping, or is the screen a little tilted? Like, what is this, some kind of tilted towers? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, there's something wrong with the goddamn screen, bro. I should help you get started on something you might like. Bro, the music is getting higher pitched and higher pitched. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is the girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, now you want to be back to normal, huh? Now that everyone's settled in, I'm expecting Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I won't feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and ignores me for a split second. That only makes her hide her face between her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm not sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. As it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Morkov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. The people trapped there have destroyed the turns into a killing machine that's lust for blood. The facility gets even worse, and they start selectively raiding people by cutting off the I'm throwing this book in the fucking trash. What are you even telling me, bro? Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like she is going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Bro, this whole thing, she never said this last time, bro. I'm not a fan of that sort of thing, Ace. No, it's not like that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget Yuri's into those things. She's so shiny and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of evil, horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the fuck? Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? I don't know about that. You might be glitching. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts... What? What'd I say? What'd I say? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, now you want to delete that dialogue, huh? Now you want to. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. I've heard people say something strange. Fuck! Damn it, man. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Bro. It gets to a point. It gets to a fucking point, bruh. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Or just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book, start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of what? Bathing in the feeling of what? Why did that... Bro, why did that shit say? Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I'll slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. I see them each lean in a little bit. Our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I can turn a page and Yuri slides it onto her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're harder to even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face, then our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I might be patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, and letting it flow over to her so as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, it's not being silly talk, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you're talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Why is she making that expression? I just realized. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Why did she start laughing? That is not like her. Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Are you breathing? Yuri puts her hand on his chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Ace, did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Oh, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Show it to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair to share mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for phrases. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Equals can fly, monkey can climb. Crickets can leap, horses can race. Horses can race like Steel Ball Run. People can try, but that's about it. I already read this poem, so if you want to read this poem, just pause the video for a sec. Yeah, I told you that you were going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Let me charge my phone real quick. Just for a sec though, just for a sec. There we go. Your writing style doesn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess way more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comments. I don't really care how old everyone... That's still a crazy ass comment to make about Natsuki, bro. Like, even though she's like technically 18, as the game says, but like, saying I don't really care how old everyone is, and that's a little crazy. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but like, you know. Please tell me I'm not alone in thinking this, bro. Please. Hi, Ace. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, damn. Of course I'll be afraid to bring these things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, Ace. We're a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Ace. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's very metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect it for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery, symbolism, sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets a little too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? And that's Monica's voice. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Now, this doesn't always mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically gazed at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. I don't know why, but I feel like I've never read this before. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of cutting down strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidying up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with flow. That's my advice for today. Now that's still true. Thanks for listening. Should I show my poem to next? Yeah, Yuri. I made this poem for her. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her face. Oh, he's going to hit me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery metaphors indicates how you've learned a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressive ways are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. I'm learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Lufkin can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri apologized to herself, to Yuri, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The chandeliers of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. 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 It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. Street light like Deku. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What the hell are you talking about, man? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I used to write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, this is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ace. I don't know what the fuck it's about, man. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Well, remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, as if to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so, nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ace. Damn! Me too. What time is it? 09:44. It's been 50 minutes. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from a mediocre writings. Wait, no, no. I know y'all see this. I know y'all do. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. The music, off. Very off. Look. What the fuck? What is this? Where did that come from? Also, the music was like super like weird at one point. Give me 1 second. Okay, there. Now it's back to normal. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Where did that even come from? Even if it's not just being nice, just knowing my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes landing on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in his frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did she say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Is it completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and I did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my own writing style. I expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. It looks like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress your new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... Oh, you're stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ace appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? I don't even know he didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. But you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger as soon as Ace started showing up. That's crazy, bro. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Yuri. And Natsuki, oh my god. What the fuck? Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch! Edgy? Sorry, but my style is too boring for some of your mental ache to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as they graduate high school, you know? If it's prove something, they stop harassing others with secret attitude. Take it in the camera plastic. Okay. Yeah, a toxic personality for some dressing and acting cute. The only thing cute about you is hard and hardy try. Whoa, be careful when you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already... What the fuck? You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh wait, you already do, don't you? Do you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Ace hear everything you actually think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Telling me your turn toward me, I said, she just noticed I was standing there. Ace, she's just trying to make things look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh my god. I don't know what to pick, man. What the hell's happening? Yuri. Oh, Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Marika? Fuck is he doing here, man? ... Hey Ace, let me step outside for a little bit. Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Hold on. Is this game like glitched? Well, yeah, but like, is there like a virus inside here that I just don't know about? It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh my god! She was crying? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's walking back and forth in the desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what you really might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Ace, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. What? How would she even forget about this? Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at me, Monica. You can go first, Monica. I like to stay up a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Ace. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I really appreciate... What the fuck? Bro. This game... My lord, huh? No, I can't. I saved the game. I don't know what to do, man. Alright, y'all. That was the end of Doki Doki Literature Club episode 4, bro. That shit was fucking insane, man. Who knows what's going to happen, man, after this. Thank you all so much for watching. Hold on, let me turn on music volume. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to click the bell notifications to all so you can watch more videos like this. And make sure to also share it with all your friends and family, and so that you can watch this video as well. And click the bell notifications to all. I think that's how it goes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all. Yes, sir. Alright. Exit DDLC. Pictures, music. I don't even care about music. Hole in the wall. Appearing only in Act 2. Oh, yeah, I was right. This is actually brand new. What the fuck, man? Bro, I miss her already. One of 11 special poems. DLC selects 3 random special poems to appear when it started for the first time. This first sketch of series' third CG. This was eventually mirrored, making her the final CG of one of the only instances of series bows on the other side of the head. Act 1, attempting to load a save file after Sayori's death. My lord. The fuck? XP thick suits? Can you hear me? What is this? Why is this image so fucking eerie? Oh hell nah. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Hell, even a devil may cry. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, only to nearly open a gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of such a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. What are you talking about? Huh? Characters. Sayori is fucking gone, man. No way. Bro. This game is just insane, man. I gotta go, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Yes, sir.